The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down at 4.
26,
and with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with a second and 4. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4. Quit talking about it and bring it. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. I got one.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Campbell making the catch. And some room to roll now. Touchdown. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. first down throw. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills, Pat?
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that
throw. Again, it's Stafford. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 39 yards. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw, right?
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford, open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. On fourth down, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
10th season now in the NFL for T.Y. Hilton, all of them with the Colts, and he went over the 600 catch mark last year for his career. He continues to be a reliable target downfield for Colts' new quarterback, Carson Wentz.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Room here to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. Here's a diving catch right side. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Going up top for Kupp. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2nd and 2. On the handoff, Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On play action, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. Wentz to throw again. 3rd down here. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They defensively to try
and here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Stafford on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Stafford. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Throwing again is Stafford. Toward the pylon, caught. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Line and set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Flush to his right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Mike, 4. All day, just like that.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that.
Touchdown! Well, this is really where Cooper Kupp separates himself from some of the other receivers, his ability to make plays happen after the catch. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Wentz's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gay is on for the point after. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Rams 21, Colts 20.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Wentz on the drop off to Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Wentz is intercepted yet again. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, that's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Throwing again on second down. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
Beckham, the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
26 Mike. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 37. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
26 Mike. I'm here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Colts. Paris Campbell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flush to his right. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Back near the goal line, here's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Forced out to his left. Touchdown! Kylen Granson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him real.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Rico Gafford, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick and bulldozing his way through. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Throwing here, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Here's Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Corey Willis. There he goes left side. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford going to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Wentz to throw again. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
They are not ready.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.